questions, you can write them down in the chat.
Voy a esta grabación.
Okay, let's go to this recording. Mike, could you explain if the product is FDA approved? Somebody asked. That's a good question. So the question is, Mike, is this FDA approved? The truth is that FDA only approves medication, it's food and drug administration. So it's food and drugs. So this is something that it's completely natural. It's like a vitamin. It's actually under the category of acupressure. So we're under FDA compliance.
Con los estándares de la FDA.
Correcto, pero no somos regulados
Correct,
por ellos.
but we're not regulated by the FDA. Nevertheless, thank you for that question. That's a great question. Okay, here they're asking, how can I obtain it? What you have to do here right now, we're the enormous team, we're really united, we're united family. So whoever invited you and sent you the link, you have to go with that person and say, hey, I don't want to wait. I want to be part of this because in 2 years I want to be earning what Mike is earning or before that. So you just have to prepare a goal. You have to go with the person who invited you and say, hey, I want to do it. Choose which pack you want to enroll with. The reality is that if you want to work the business, advanced or premium, core, yes, you can work the business, but you have to produce certain numbers. So choose any of those 3 packs. They're going to send you the link. Person who invited you will send you the link and you can enroll, and that person is going to give you your own link for whenever you invite people for them to register under you. Exactly. If I have a low blood pressure, could I use it? Let's talk about who can use and who is not recommendable for. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is recommended for everyone, except for people who might be going through chemotherapy right now, currently. During the time of chemotherapy, it's recommended that they don't use it. The reason is because this is such a strong disintoxication. It might eliminate the toxins of the chemotherapy that have a purpose in your body. So during that time, you should not use it. And if during that time that you were thinking of using the patches, you had an organ transplanted and you're using medication to lower your immune system, this technology is going to make your immune system stronger. So you should not use it at that moment. You can use it before or after chemotherapy, but if not during chemotherapy. Now for diabetes, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, anything else that you're taking medication for, this is very important. Before taking the dose of your medication, monitor yourself. Why? Because many times the technology of stem cells balance out what was unbalanced. And if you take your medication when your numbers are regular, they're normal, it's risky. So I'm not a doctor. I can't say don't take medication, but what I can say is that once your numbers are regular, wait on taking your medication, and after a few days of taking your levels, and if everything is normal, go to the doctor and tell them, look, my numbers have been regular for 2 years, and let the doctor be the one who tells you to not take the medication and show him this miraculous technology. Michael, there's people that want to understand a bit more about the packs. What does it include? Because they said you were talking a bit fast. So could you please share the image again and we can explain all 3? How can you enroll with any of these 3 packs? Mike is going to show you the image, and that way you can see what each one of them has and you can take the decision. Yes, exactly. Can you see my screen? Yes, but we only see Zoom, something that says Zoom. Okay. Perfect. Let me do it here then. Okay, first here. Okay, so it's 3 packs, just like Rochelle said. Stop sharing. Okay, wait. Now, let me share now. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Here it is. So there is a pack of $295 that gives you 3 sleeves. Here it is of 30 patches. I'll repeat that again. 1 sleeve contains 30 patches, and we use 1 a day. So that would be for me for a month. So we have that $300. $100 one.
O hay veces personas que
And
dicen, mira, lo voy a comprar
that
para mi
would
uso
be
por 90
those
días
3
para
sleeves of
darle
patches.
una
And
oportunidad
maybe
al
you can
producto,
say, okay,
¿verdad?
I just want to
Hay
try the
un
product.
paquete
I'm
de
going to use it during 90 days to give the
$535
product an
que te
opportunity.
entrega
There is another pack
$600
of
de producto por
$535
sesiones,
that
por
gives you
30 parches cada uno
$600
en cada
worth
sobre.
product or
Y de
6
nuevo, la
sleeves
idea es que
with
eso es
30
para usted
patches in each
usar,
sleeve. And again, the
para
idea is for your
compartir,
own
para
use,
tratar
for you to
y
share and
en
to treat,
prestar. Cuando digo en prestar, cuando yo voy a escribir,
for
yo
you
acabo de
to
escribir un
try
vecino mío.
and to share.
Él se
What do I
inscribió
mean
con
by
ese
share? I
paquete de
just enrolled a
premium.
neighbor.
Entonces yo
He
le
enrolled with a
presté
premium
cinco
pack.
sobres
So
a él.
I
Cuando los 20 le llegan a
gave
su
him
casa, él me lo va a dar de vuelta
5
porque él
sleeves.
quiso cinco
When his
sobres
20
para
arrived, he's
comenzar a
going to
usar,
give me the 5 sleeves back because he
compartir
wanted 5
y
sleeves to start
prestar
using them,
inmediatamente antes
sharing
de
them,
esperar que le
and
llegue por
giving them
Lifewaves. So, hay un
to other
paquete
people before he
de seis
receives
sobres
his
por 535
premium pack.
donde
So
te permite
for
ganar
535,
ilimitadamente
you
en el plan de
receive your first
compensación,
6
aunque el
sleeves that
paquete es
allow you
pequeño,
to earn
te limita
limitedly in the
a $100 semanal
limited
en
to
vez
the
de los
compensation
25 mil
plan
dólares semanales
to
que
$100 a
explicamos
week
aquí en esta
with the
parte del plan de
first pack
compensación.
instead of
¿Ok?
25,000 that we
Entonces,
explained in the
y
first
el
part of the
último
compensation
paquete
plan.
es el premium.
And the
La
last pack
persona
is
que se
premium.
inscribe con
The
premium,
person who enrolls
esa
with
persona que
premium,
entendió
this person
que
who
es mucho
understood
más fácil
that it's
convencer a
much
la
easier
persona
to
por
convince
medio
a
de dejarlo
person
utilizar el
via
producto.
letting them
Es mucho
using the
más
product. So
ventajoso
it's
en
much
prestarle
more
a la persona que inscribió producto.
beneficial
Imagínense hoy, usted
to
que se va a inscribir.
give the
¿Cómo
person
a
who
usted le
enrolled
gustaría
some of
tener
your
hoy
product.
mismo, los
Imagine that
próximos
you're
5
going
minutos,
to
el
enroll. Wouldn't
producto
you
que
like
usted
to
esté
have right
comprando?
now in the first
Para
5
que de
minutes the
aquí a 5
product
días,
before it
cuando le llegue el
arrives?
producto,
So
ya esté en
in the
oferta
next
los
5
5 días. Tiene
days until the
testimonios
product
suyos,
arrives, you've been
testimonios de otras
using them for
personas.
5 days.
Y
You
si
have your own
inscribió a
testimonials,
alguien
another
dentro de este
person
proceso,
testimonial.
usted tuvo
And if
como
you enrolled somebody
prestarle
during the
producto a ellos.
process, you
Ese
were
es
able
la
to
idea
have
con esos
product to
paquetes.
provide to them. So that is the idea with these
Mike,
packs.
ahora ya que estás ahí en esa página, estaban
Mike, now that you're
preguntando
here in
cómo
this
me
page,
mantengo
they were
activa
asking, how do I maintain
mensualmente. A lo
myself
mejor explicar un poco
active
sobre el
monthly?
autoenvío y la
Could you
importancia de
talk
ello.
about the auto shipment
Sí,
and the
sí.
importance of that?
Señores,
Yes, of
por
course. Ladies and
simplemente
gentlemen, by just
recomprar nuestro producto y
simply
lo hacemos
repurchasing our
por
product
medio
is something that
de
we
autoenvío,
do
en el sentido que la
via
compañía
UpReview,
tiene, nos da
which is something
acceso
that the
a
company gives us access to,
registrarnos para no tener
register,
que, oh, mira, cuando se me está acabando,
to
¿sabe?
not
Y para
have to
mantenerme activo cada
look,
30
it's
días,
to say, hey,
necesitamos
my
una
product is
compra
finishing. What should
mínima
I
de por lo
do?
menos un
So
sobre.
we
Un
need to at
sobre de
least have
nuevo
a minimum
son
purchase
100
of one
dólares, que es el
sleeve,
uso de una
which is
persona.
$100,
So,
which is
para
the
una
use for
persona está
one
pagando un
person.
promedio de 3
So for one
dólares
person, you're
por el
paying an
producto
average of
diario para
$3
usarlo,
per
que
day
para
for
lo que
using
hace,
the
señores,
product.
no
That
es nada. Hay
truly
personas
for
que
what it
gastan mucho
does,
más que
it
eso
isn't
en
anything.
cosas que no le dan ningún bien
eh,
financiero
Which is,
ni
there are people
físico.
that
Pero
spend that money in things
por
that doesn't give
simplemente
them any
recomprar,
well-being, not
se mantiene
financially, not physical,
activo
but
y
just by
cualificado para
repurchasing,
recibir
you can maintain yourself
comisiones en
active and
adelante.
qualified
So,
to
les
receive
recomendamos
commissions
siempre
from
que lo
then
haga por
onward.
medio
So we recommend
del
you to
sistema
always do
para
this
que no
via
se
the
vaya a
system.
olvidar
So
un
you
día
don't
y
forget at
perder
some point
la
and
comisión y los
lose the
puntos
condition
que su
and
sistema
the
acumula
points that your
cuando está en
system
autoenvío.
is accumulating in auto
Y
shipment.
señores, para los que están aquí por primera vez, quiero que sepan que de
And
nuevo,
for
hoy
everybody
es
that
algo
is
bien
here for the
liviano.
first time, I
Nosotros
want you to know
hacemos
that today is a very light
entrenamientos
meeting.
específicos
We do
para cubrir todas
very
las bases
specific
del negocio,
trainings
¿ok?
to cover
Hoy
all the
es más
basis of the
como
business.
para ayudar a
Today,
las
it's
personas iguales como
more to be
ustedes
able to
a
help
aprender sobre
others
esto.
like
Y
you
se
to
lo
learn
hacemos
about
para que
this.
ustedes también
And we
inviten
do
a
this
sus
so you can
prospectos,
also
que de eso le
invite
vamos a
your
hablar.
prospects, and that's what we're going to talk
Importante
about.
también, alguien preguntaba acá, ok, cuando uno entra al
Also important,
negocio,
somebody was
¿tienen
asking
alguna
here, hey,
capacitación?
when
Mira,
you
no, millones
enroll
de
into the business, do
capacitaciones.
you have any training? Well, not
Importante que
one,
tú
you have a
sepas cuando
million
entras, aquí
trainings. It's
todos somos
important
parte
that
del mismo
when you
equipo,
are here, you
¿no?
know
Ahora
that
tú,
we're all
obviamente
part
la
of the
persona
same
que te
team here.
invitó es con la que
So
tú
you and
firmas, ella
obviously the
te
person
envía un
that
enlace a él
invited you,
y
you're
tú
going to
firmas con
enroll
esa
under them.
persona.
They will
Cuando
send
tú
you a
estés
link
dentro del
and you
equipo,
enroll
aquí
under them.
tenemos
Once you're inside the
entrenamientos
team,
todos los
team,
días,
sorry, we have
de
trainings
lunes
here every
a
day
jueves.
from
Todos
Monday
los días te
to
entrenamos con
Thursday.
respecto
Every
a todo
single
el
day
plan de
we train about
compensación.
everything.
Esa
The
es la razón por la que
compensation
aquí no
plan,
se va muy
which is the
profundo,
reason why we are
porque
not
es más
talking
confuso
too
para
much in
ti que
depth
ahora estás
about it right
empezando el
now,
negocio
because
para
it becomes more
entenderlo.
confusing for
Después
you
empezamos con
that you're
plan de
starting the business to
compensación,
understand it.
producto,
Then we
ventas,
start the
todo,
compensation
preparamos y
plan,
eso es
product,
toda la
sales,
semana.
everything.
No es que
We
te dejamos
prepare you
solo, te
during the
atendemos,
whole week,
estamos
and it's
contigo
not
y
like we
cabal
leave you
cerrando.
alone.
Esta
We're
llamada,
with
como
you,
bien
we
acaba de
rank
mencionar
advance
Mike,
with
las
you.
hacemos para
This call,
ustedes.
just like Mike
Invitas
mentioned, is
a tus
something that we
personas que
do
ya le has
with you.
comentado esta
You
gran
invite the
oportunidad,
people that
las
you
traes, nosotros
commented
hacemos
this
las
great
llamadas por ti,
opportunity about.
tú
We
las
bring
cierras,
them
cuentan
over, we do
contigo
the
y
call
así el
for you,
equipo
you
sigue
post them, they
creciendo
sign
y más
underneath.
personas se
We
siguen beneficiando
continue
de esta
growing
gran
and
oportunidad.
more
Entonces, no
people
estás
continue
solo.
being
No
blessed
te
by this
preocupes,
great
a lo mejor las
opportunity.
cosas
So
ahora
you're not
todavía
on
no lo
your
puedes
own.
entender.
Don't worry. You might
Tranquila,
say, oh, I
igual
don't
está ahí una
understand this.
grabación que tú puedes
Don't worry.
cometer el
There's
mismo
also a
error.
recording that you can
¿Cómo
have
reportas el
to
income en
check
el
and to
IRS?
resend. How
Buena
do you
pregunta.
report
Entonces, a todos los fines del año,
the
la
income in
compañía te
IRS?
manda un
That's a good
1099,
question. At
un
the end of year, the
1099,
company
tú lo
sends you a
reportas
1099. You
con tu
report it
agente de taxes
with your
y pagas
tax
lo que
agent
debes.
and you
Entonces,
pay what you
este
owe.
tipo de negocio te
So this
ofrece
kind of
muchos
business offers
deductibles
you a lot
que
of
tu trabajo no te
deductibles
ofrece,
that
¿ok?
your job
So, hay
doesn't
muchos
offer.
deductibles y
So
ventajas
there's a
que
lot of
podemos usar
advantages that
para
we can use
retener la
to be
mayoría
able to
cantidad de dinero
retain the
posible. Pero
most
sí, al fin
amount
del
of
año
money
tú
possible.
reportas
But
tus
yes, at
taxes.
the end of the
Buena
year,
pregunta.
you report your taxes. That was a good question
Ok.
too.
Estamos abiertos en 82 países latinos,
We've opened in
países latinos.
82
Estamos en
Latin
México, en España.
countries. We're in
Ahora en el 2025
Mexico,
vamos
Spain. We're
para
also in
Colombia. Y
2025,
de
we're
aquí en
going to
adelante vamos a
Colombia.
abrir todos
And
los
from
países
then
latinos.
onward, we're
Así
going to
que
open in all
la
the
oportunidad
Latin
es
countries.
grande para
So
los
the
latinos.
opportunity is big for
Algo
Latins.
importante, por favor,
Now,
a
something
todas las personas
important,
que están
please,
en la
for all
llamada,
those
no
people who are
pongan
in the
su número de
call,
teléfono en
don't
este
put your
chat.
phone number
Qué
in this
pena que tenga que
chat,
estar diciendo
please.
esto, pero sí lo
I'm
voy a decir
sorry I
porque
have to
cada
say this, but
persona
I
ha
need to say it
invitado
because
a quienes ha
each
llamado, a
person
quienes ha
has
contactado.
invited
Entonces, poner
who
ahí el
is
número de
here in the
teléfono
meeting and
o
has
tu
their own
contacto
guests.
directo,
So putting your
pues no
phone
está
number
bien,
or your
porque esto
direct
es
contact
ética e
is not
integridad.
correct.
La
That
persona
is
que invitó a
professional
alguien es esa
ethics and
persona que lo va a
integrity.
atender.
Whoever
Entonces, por
invited
eso
that
aquí
person is the
no
one who's going
resaltamos a
to
ningún
attend
líder
them. That's why
específico,
here we don't
sino
talk about
solamente
any
ponemos
leader
esta
specifically.
herramienta para que
We
cada
always
persona que
only
invitó,
use the tool,
entonces lo
so
haga. Así
each
que por
person who
favor no pongan
invited
el
them
número de
can
teléfono
be the
personal
one
en el
in
chat
charge of
público de
sending
Zoom.
them
Se
their
lo
link.
vamos a
So please
agradecer
don't put
por
your
el respeto.
personal number in the
Gracias.
public
Ok,
Zoom
voy a
chat,
seguir por
okay?
acá.
For respect. Thank you so much. So, okay, let's continue now.
Ya
Let's
dije lo del
see. Okay, we
import. Ajá.
already talked
Ya,
about
ya hablamos de las
import.
personas que
Oh,
no se
did
les
we speak
recomienda
about the
usarlos,
people?
¿verdad?
Yeah, we spoke about who it's not recommended for, right?
Am,
Yes, we did.
ya la
Okay, perfect. We
activación.
spoke about the
Bueno, las maneras
activation.
de ganar dinero,
Okay, in which
brevemente,
ways
Mike
can
fue
we
por
earn
encima, pero
money?
bien como les
Briefly, Mike
dijimos,
spoke about that, but
cuando
as
ustedes
we
entran,
said, when you
inmediatamente hacemos
enroll,
entrenamientos sobre
immediately
esto.
we
Nosotros tenemos
organize
canal de
trainings about
YouTube,
this. We have a
tenemos
YouTube
entrenamientos
channel.
todas las
We
semanas,
have
tenemos una
trainings
aplicación que se
all
llama
week. We
Board,
have an
que es
app
una
which is
plataforma que
called
se llama
Boards. We have a
School, que
platform
ahí tú
called
te
School
entrenas a tu
where
paso, a tu
you
tiempo.
train
Tenemos todos
at
los
your own
entrenamientos
rhythm,
en
at your own
inglés
times.
por
We have
This Is
all the
It Team, el
trainings
team
in
de This
English
Is
with
It
This Is It
también, que
team.
es todas las
The
personas
This
de
Is
nivel
It team
inglés
also
que
for
llevan más
all
de 4
everybody in
años y
English
de
and
verdad
leaders who have been
maravillosos han
here
sido
for more
nuestros
over
líderes y nuestros
4 years,
guías.
and it's
Entonces,
been
importante
amazing.
para
They've been our
México, que
guides
es un
and leaders, so
mercado que
important for
recién
Mexico.
abrió Mike,
This
¿verdad?
is a market
México
that was
abrió recientemente, ¿es
recently
correcto?
launched, right, Mike?
Tiene
Nuevecito.
más o
Mexico?
menos un año
It's very
con su
new.
oficina
Yes,
en
Mexico
Guadalajara.
has had its
Y
office in
me enteré
Guadalajara
hoy
for
que hay 2,000
approximately a week.
personas
And
inscritas.
today I got news that there
2,000
were
en todo
2,000
México.
people
Así que
enrolled in all of
Imagínate
Mexico. So
la
that's
posibilidad
nobody.
de eso, que de hecho le mando
Imagine the possibility
felicitaciones a
then
mi
that we
querida
have, by
Andrea
the way.
Legarreta, una excelente líder que
Congratulations,
entró al
amazing
negocio con
Andrea
nosotros, y sé
Urarreta,
que hay
a
muchos
great leader
invitados
who
de
enrolled
parte
into the
de
business with
Andrea
us.
acá, así que
And there's a
gracias por
lot
estar
of
con
guests
nosotros.
here in the
Andrea
meeting on
reciente entró
Andrea's
y bueno,
side.
está
So
acabando como líder.
congratulations, Andrea just
Andrea
started
poniendo de
and
todo, así
she
que Andrea Legarreta,
is an
besitos para ti.
amazing leader. Andrea
¿Cada
Urreta,
cuánto hacen el auto
thank
envío?
you and hugs to
Mensualmente.
you. Auto
Es
shipment,
mensualmente.
every how
Esta
long
pregunta
do
la
you
hacen
need to
tanto,
activate
Mike.
it? It's
¿Por
monthly.
cuánto
They
tiempo
always
debo
ask this a lot,
usar
Mike.
los parches?
For how
Yo no
long
quiero
should I
dejar de
use
estar
the
joven y
patches? I don't
Mira, usualmente yo digo así,
I don't want to
lo
stop
debes usar
looking
el
useful and
tiempo
feeling
que
useful.
quieras
Look,
tener el
you
beneficio de
should
tener las
use
células
it
madres
as long
activas.
as you want to have the
Señores, hay
benefit of
personas que
your
están
stem cells
viendo
being
sus
active.
canas
There are people,
convertirse
for
en
example,
el
that are
color de su
seeing
pelo de
their
nuevo.
white
Personas
hair
con lentes, ejemplo.
becoming the
Estamos
color
hablando
of
de
their
testimonios, yo
of
sé,
their hair
medio
previously again.
incrédulos,
There are people who
los
are not
beneficios
using their
exactos de
glasses
tener
anymore. You
células
might
madres
not believe it, but
activas
the benefits of
no
having
tienen
active
fin.
stem
Son
cells
solamente
are
se usa el
limitless.
tiempo como las
So
vitaminas.
you only
El
use
tiempo que
it
tú
as
quieres, el
time,
beneficio de la
as a
vitamina
time that
C, que
you
te sube
want
el
to
sistema inmunológico y
have
cosas así.
the
Y esa
benefit.
misma cosa
It's
con
just
los
like vitamins. You
medicamentos,
use the
¿verdad?
vitamins at time
Cuando
that you
tienes
need to have
problemas
a
como
stronger
hay una
immune
persona aquí con
system, right?
la
So
presión.
it's just
Señores,
like
los
the
medicamentos es para
medications. When you have
siempre,
a blood
¿verdad?
pressure issue,
Y esto
the
es, de nuevo,
medication, ladies,
ustedes pueden
gentlemen, is
decidir. Yo
forever, right? So
personalmente
again,
no
what do you
quisiera
decide?
volver a
Me
tener
personally, I
los
would not
ataques que
like
estaba
to
teniendo
have the
con la
heart
fuera del balance
arrhythmias that I used to
de
have of being
de
out
la
of
arritmia
balance
cardíaca, ¿verdad?
with
Yo no quiero volver a eso. Ese
my
sentido nunca lo
metabolism.
quiero más en
I
mi
don't want to
vida.
go back to that. I don't want to feel
Así
that
que los
ever
voy a hacer
again in my
por
life.
siempre.
So I'm going to use them forever.
La decisión es tuya.
It's your
Buenísimo.
decision.
Mencionamos el upgrade.
Okay, amazing.
Mike,
We
porque
were
hay
mentioning
personas que
the
están
upgrade,
preguntando si
Mike,
entro
because
con
there are
core, por
people who are
ejemplo, si después
asking
puedo
if I
hacer el
enroll
upgrade,
with
eso es
core,
algo
for
que
example, can
es
I do the
importante
upgrade
aclararlo.
afterwards? This is something
Sí,
which is important
absolutamente. Eso no
to
tiene
clarify.
límite de
Yes,
tiempo. Hay
absolutely. There
personas,
is
obviamente, que dicen,
no
mira, lo quiero
limit in
tratar, me
time.
quiero
There are
convencer
some
que
people
eso
that
es
say, hey, I
real.
want to try it.
Obviamente,
I
el
want to
dinero de
convince
vuelta
myself
del
that it's
paquete que
real.
usted decida en
Obviously,
30 días.
the money back of the
Pero la
package
compañía
that
te
you
permite hacer
decided
un
is 30
upgrade
days, but the
cuando quieres
company
y
allows
quieres
you
y
to do an
simplemente
upgrade
pagas la
whenever you want,
diferencia
if you
cuando
want, and you
decidas.
simply pay for
Tú
the
tienes
difference
como
once you
accesar
decide
en tu oficina virtual,
how
como
to
va a ser la
access
mía,
your
y yo
virtual
digo,
office,
quiero
like I
hacer mi
showed you
upgrade.
mine, and I say,
Simplemente
I
pago
want
la
to do my upgrade.
diferencia
I simply
del
pay for the
paquete
difference
menor al que
between
quiero
the
y la
least
compañía
pack
me
that
envía
I
la
want,
diferencia
and
en
the
producto.
company sends me the
Lo puedes
difference
hacer
in
cuando quieras
product.
y si
You
quieres,
can do it whenever
absolutamente.
you want and if you want, absolutely.
Muy bien. Ok. Hay personas aquí
Okay,
que me
very
están
well.
diciendo, voy a
There
hacer
are
el
people
upgrade.
here who are saying,
Dale,
I'm
vamos
going
a
to do
hacer
the
el
upgrade.
upgrade.
Come on, let's
La
go.
idea,
Let's do that
¿sabes qué? La
upgrade.
idea es
The
que tú que
idea
estás acá
here
y no
is
estás en el
you who
negocio,
is here and who
veas
is
la
not in the
oportunidad.
business
Si
for
no
you
la
to
ves,
see the
está bien,
opportunity.
porque eso
If
ocurre.
you
Nos ha
don't see
pasado.
it,
A lo mejor en un mes lo ves y regresas y no tocas la
maybe
puerta
in a
del que te
month you
invitó y le dices,
might come
hey,
back and
ahora sí
knock
estoy
at our
lista o
door.
ahora sí
This
estoy
has
listo. Pero
happened
si la
again and
ves,
say, hey, now I'm ready.
tómalo de la
But
mano
if
y
you see
empieza,
it
porque ya
and you're
mañana tienes
ready,
entrenamiento,
grab it
el
by the
martes
hand
tienes
and start because
entrenamiento
tomorrow
y
you
te
have
toca ya
training.
hacer
On
una
Thursday you
lista
have
de tus
training. You
contactos
have
para
to start
entonces
doing
invitar
a list
para
of
la
your
próxima
contacts
llamada.
to start
Esto es
inviting
así,
them for the
te
next
mando
call.
acción,
This is
pero
the way
para
you
que
have
veas
to
los
do it, taking
resultados.
action to see results.
Rachel, una cosa que tú sabes,
Rachel,
la
another
jefa mía,
thing
mi esposa
about
Eva,
Adelante,
my
esa ahí
boss,
es la
my
mía.
me
wife,
está
that is saying,
diciendo, para
yes,
las
Isaiah is
personas que
my
están
type of
aquí
woman. Love you,
nuevas por
Isaiah.
primera
For
vez,
the
si
people who are
quieren ver
here
el
new
tipo
for
de
the first
entrenamiento,
time, if
el
you want to see the
entrenamiento de
type of
ayer fue
training,
perfecto, le
yesterday's
podemos
trainings
de repente
was
poner el enlace
perfect.
aquí
We
para que ustedes
can show you
entiendan
the
cómo
link. We
nosotros
can post it
entrenamos a la
here so
persona,
you
porque
can
esto es
understand
fácil.
how we train people
Y la
because this is
parte más
easy.
importante es la
And the easiest
invitación
part is the
con mínimo
invitation
detalle, tal vez
with
como usted fue
minimum
invitada
detail,
hoy.
like you were
Nosotros le
invited
enseñamos
today.
ayer a la
We
persona cómo
showed
invitarla a usted
the
hoy
people
y hoy le vamos
from
a
our
pasar
team
ese
yesterday how
enlace
to
para que
invite
usted
you,
pueda
and
ver
today we're going to
el mismo
post
entrenamiento
that
y
link
usted
so you
tenga
can see
cómo
that same
invitar a
training
las personas
and you can
mañana
have an idea of
o
how to invite
el próximo,
your
si estuviera
friends,
aquí mañana
family,
y
guests
estuviera haciendo
tomorrow
otro
to be
lanzamiento,
here
pero voy a
tomorrow,
estar
like as
en
if we
Oklahoma
were
City.
doing another launching, but I
Pero
will be in
podemos
Oklahoma
compartir
City.
ese.
Sí,
But
ya lo
we
voy a
can
poner ahí, ya
share
lo voy a poner ahí en el enlace.
that
Amor,
link.
si quieres sigue
Yes,
tú
let me
para yo
share it.
poner el
Please
enlace,
go
por
ahead,
favor.
darling, so I can share the link.
Hay muchas personas que están
Okay,
preguntando
there are
aquí en
many
el chat
people
si
who are
esto
asking
trabaja
here in
para
the
esto,
chat
para
if
este
this
síntoma, para
works
esto.
for this
Mike,
symptom
¿tú
or for
puedes
that
explicar
symptom.
bien breve
Mike, could you
para el nuevo
explain
miembro
very briefly so we don't
con
go
qué funciona
crazy?
esto? Porque todo el
What
mundo me
does
sigue
this work with?
preguntando y
Because
sigue
everybody
preguntando y sigue
keeps on
preguntando si
asking and
trabaja
keeps
para,
on
si
asking and
trabaja
keeps
para
on
esto, si
asking, does it
trabaja para
work for
esto.
this? Does
Y
it
más
work
de
for
los
that? And does it
miles y
work for
miles de
that?
testimonios que
And
tenemos de todo.
more about the
Señores,
thousands and thousands of testimonials that we have about everything.
Una sugestión le voy a dar,
Ladies and gentlemen,
primeramente.
I'm going to give you a
Hoy,
suggestion, first of all.
con la curiosidad que
Today,
tengan,
with the
hagan lo que
whatever
nosotros
curiosity
hicimos
that
nuestra
you
primera
have,
noche.
do what we did on
Entramos a
our first
YouTube
night.
y
We
buscamos
went onto
testimonios
YouTube and we
X39.
started searching
Y
for X39
pueden pasar
testimonials.
2
And you
semanas
can spend 2
tras
weeks
testimonio tras testimonio tras
seeing
testimonio y
testimonial
uno dice,
after
wow, no tiene
testimonial
sentido
after
que tantas
testimonial. And I
personas
was
que no
like,
se
wow, it doesn't make
conocen
sense that so many
estén
people that
mintiendo
don't know
sin
each other
razón,
would be
¿verdad? Me
lying
dio
without
más
a reason,
curiosidad para
right?
querer
And
tratar
made
el
me
producto.
even
El
more
consejo ese,
curious
número
to
uno.
want
Número
to try
dos,
the product.
de
That's my
nuevo
first
repito,
recommendation. Number
cuando
2, I will
sus
repeat
propias
again,
células
when
madres
your
se
own stem
reactivan, una
cells
de las
become
primeras cosas
active, one
que
of
las
the
células madres están
first thing that
atraídas
your stem
es la
cells are
inflamación.
attracted to
Y la inflamación
is
es la raíz
inflammation.
de todos
And
los problemas de
inflammation is
salud.
the root of
So,
all
ustedes
health
van a ver
problems.
que
So
yo
you're
tengo
going to
necesidades
see
diferentes que la de
that I have
Carlos.
different
Carlos tiene
needs to Carlos.
necesidades
Carlos
en
has
su cuerpo
different
diferentes
needs
a la
in
de
his
Rachel.
body
Y
to
ustedes
than
diferentes a la de
Rochelle,
nosotros.
and you have
Yo
different
le puedo
needs
decir
to us.
honestamente
I can tell you
que mi
honestly
convicción
that
en que este
my
producto está listo
conviction
para ir al
that this
cementerio
product is ready to go to the
¿sabe? Hacer
cemetery, and you know
milagros.
what I mean, to
Pero
do
honestamente
miracles.
yo,
But
yo le digo a
honestly,
las
I
personas,
can tell you,
no
I tell
no creo
people,
que no haya una
I
cosa
don't
que ese
believe
producto
that there is one single thing that this product cannot help you. And I'm honestly saying this from the bottom of my heart. And again, you have money back guarantee 30 days, but when you try the product, it is very important, especially because the guarantee is in the $300, $500, and $1,700. If today I purchase a core pack or an advanced product, product
Si en 30
pack of
días
$500
al
or
vecino le
whatever.
quedó un
If
parchecito,
in 30
porque se lo
days I
puse a mi
don't have
mamá, mi
any
papá, mi
patch
abuelita, mi
left because I
vecino, mi
put it
tío,
on
mi
my mom,
perrita,
my dad, my
señores,
grandfather,
y en 30 días yo no
ladies,
estoy
gentlemen, and in 30
convencido de que
days,
eso
I
sea
am not
dinero de vuelta.
convinced
Así
they'll
que
give
cuando
you your
les llegue
money
el
back.
producto,
So when
no
the
es
product
que usted
arrives,
solamente lo
it's
trate
not
usted,
that
sino
you are
con el
only going to
máximo
try it on
cantidad de
yourself,
personas
but try it on the
porque no tiene
maximum
nada
amount
que
of
perder
people
si no
because there's
funciona.
nothing to
Pero
lose
si
if it doesn't
funciona,
work. But if it
prepárense
works,
porque lo que viene
get
es grande.
ready because what is coming is big.
Amén, me encanta Sai, es una
I
inversión.
love
Dice.
Isai saying that it's an
Tiene una música atrás
investment
de la
in
cámara.
your
Sí,
country.
ella
Yeah,
se,
she
mira,
talks
me
a
pone un
lot behind the
corazoncito nada más.
camera,
Para
or she just
embarazadas,
sends me
sí
a
hay
heart.
testimonio. De hecho, en nuestro
For
equipo sí
pregnant
tenemos
women, yes,
testimonios
there
de
is
embarazadas. Y
testimonials
ahora
in our
mismo
own
está
team. We have
Janetsi,
testimonials for pregnant women.
de
And right
nuestro
now we
equipo
have
que se
Janetsi, who is
embarazó.
from our
Y ahí,
team, who got
¡mua! I love
pregnant.
you,
And
Isaí.
why I love
I
you,
love you.
Isai.
Estaba
And
Bella.
arreglándome,
¿Qué estás
you look
hablando?
terminando
Estás
el
beautiful.
bella.
maquillaje.
¿Qué? Anda. Y lo usa,
And
y hemos tenido varias
this she
embarazadas. Ella
uses
dice,
it,
ya
and we've
daba
had
luz,
different
pero
pregnant women
Janetsi
who use it and
actualmente
have
está
given birth,
embarazada
but
y se lo
Janetsi
pone
currently
sin ningún
is
problema.
pregnant
¿Saben
and
qué?
uses it
Yo
and
sé
has
que
no
tenemos
issues.
aquí más de 100 personas que ya
You know what?
están
I know
inscritas
that we have
dentro
more
de
than
tu
100
equipo, que
people
ya
here who
tienen
are
los
in your team,
testimonios,
who
ya
are
tienen las
enrolled, who have
bendiciones
the
y son las personas
testimonials,
que
who have the
comenzamos a invitar
convention,
hoy.
and those are the
Me
people who
gustaría que si
started
algunos de
inviting you
ustedes
today. I would
pudieran
like
ahí en
if
los comentarios,
some of you
sí,
could write a
presión alta,
comment. Yes,
dolor de
high blood
espalda,
pressure, back
diabetes,
pain,
autismo, ¿qué
diabetes,
testimonios usted ha
autism.
podido
What
ver
testimonials have
de
you
su
been able to
familia
see with
o personas en su
yourselves,
equipo
your
que
family,
para que la
or
persona
people
ya vaya
from your
mirando
team
ahí
for them to
y
start
vamos a ver?
looking over there and
Sí, mira,
see
menopausia. Igual al principio
menopause?
todos lo estaban
Okay.
poniendo.
Yes,
Wow,
at the beginning,
imagínate
everybody
tú.
was
Oh my
writing
God.
that. Wow. Look at that. Oh my
Mira,
God.
Yo
Wow.
yo le tengo la respuesta para eso.
I
Todo
have
eso.
the answer for all of
Wow,
that.
mira
Todo
eso.
eso va a
No,
trabajar el
hombre.
X39.
The
Ya.
Qué
X39 is
impresionante.
going to
Miren,
work on
nosotros
all of
todos los
that. Look, this is
miércoles dentro de
amazing.
los
Look,
entrenamientos que
every
tenemos,
Wednesday
tenemos
in the
uno de
trainings that we
testimoniales,
organize, we have one for
donde entran las
testimonials
personas que son
where
parte del
people
negocio y
who are part
cuentan
of the
cómo fue.
business
La mayoría dicen,
share.
oh, yo no pensaba
Most
que
of
esto que
them
parece una
would
curita,
say,
porque
hey, I
eso es lo
never
primero
thought
que
that this, that is
aparece, la
like a
incredulidad
band-aid,
de la
because at the
gente. Algo tan
beginning, you
chiquito,
have
¿cómo
a
es
lack
posible? Mírenlo ahí.
of credibility,
Y
right?
empiezan
This
a
happens
contar la
all the
gente que
time.
llora.
It's so
Hay gente que
small, it
esto,
looks like a
señores, todo
band-aid,
nos ha
but then
cambiado
when
la
they
vida.
try it,
La
they end up
finanza es una
crying, some
consecuencia de
people,
compartir
because this
esto.
changes all our
Entonces,
lives.
imagínate
And the
poder
financial
compartir,
situation is a
bendecir la vida
consequence
de
of
tantas
sharing this.
personas, entre las
Imagine
amistades
to
tuyas
be
y
able
gente que
to
no
share
conoces,
this and
y
bless the
además
people of
impactar
so
tus
many
finanzas de la
people amongst
manera
the
que,
people that you love
como
and the
vemos en
people that
Mike
you
y
don't know,
Isaí y
and
en miles que
impacting the
acabamos de
lives of so
venir
many
de
people
la
like we've seen
convención
in
en
Mike and
Vegas,
Isai
como
and
nosotros estábamos,
thousands that
acabamos de
we
empezar,
just saw in
llevamos
the
6 meses,
convention in
pero
Las
estábamos
Vegas. We
confiados y
just
sabíamos
started.
que
We've
íbamos
been
a
here
llegar y
for
todos
6 months,
queremos
but
llegar
we trust that we
exactamente
will be
igual
there
y más,
and
no
everybody
límites.
can get there exactly the
Imagínense,
same. There's
imagínense
no
vivir de esa
limits.
manera, cómo se
Imagine,
levanta
imagine
sabiendo que
living
estamos
this way,
haciendo
how
algo
you
por los
wake
demás.
up knowing that we're
Entonces,
doing something for someone else.
a decir aquí, ¿quién toma acción hoy?
So,
Díganme
who's
aquí,
going to take
pónganme en el
action
chat.
here today? Come
Yo
on, write it
le
down
doy
in the
adentro,
chat.
yo
Say,
empiezo hoy.
I am
Claro que
going
vas
to
a hablar con
start
la gente que te
today. I'm going
invitó.
to
¿Quién
start
dice
working
yo?
today. Of
¿Quién
course, talk
entra
to the
hoy en el
person who
equipo?
invited you. Who
¿Quién toma
says today?
acción hoy
Who
mismo
starts
para
in the
ver esos
team
cambios?
today?
¿Quién?
Who
A ver,
starts
quiero ver.
taking action
Sandy,
today
dijo
to see the
yo.
changes? Let's
Si
see
hay
who.
alguien aquí
Okay,
que
Sandy
Yo,
said
Claudia.
me.
tiene una
Claudia,
duda,
me.
si hay
If
alguien
there's
aquí que
anybody here
tiene
who
una
has
duda, que
any
está
doubt,
entre sí o
who
no,
is thinking
y tiene
between
esa
yes
pregunta,
or no and
pregúntala
has
ahora,
questions,
porque
ask your
la
question
cama, la almohada no
now
te va a
because
aclarar
the
esa duda.
pillow
La duda
is
la vas a
not going
aclarar
to
ahora mismo.
clarify that doubt.
Ahora
The
mismo, si
doubt
tú
would be
tienes una
cleared right
pregunta,
now.
una duda y
If
no
you have a
sabes si
question
estás en
right
el
now
medio,
and you
lo
don't
hago
know
o no lo
and you're
hago,
thinking, should I
esa
do it?
pregunta,
Should I not do
pregúntasela
it?
ahora mismo a
That
Mike, a
question you
nosotros,
can ask
porque
right
aquí
now to
estamos para
Mike,
para
to
quitarte de esas
myself,
dudas y
because
puedas
we are
tomar
here to take away
la
those
decisión
doubts and to
sabia,
take that
la decisión que usted está
decision,
haciendo
that
sí o si es un no,
intelligent
pero
and
al
correct
menos tienes
decision.
toda la
If it's a
información.
yes or a no, but at least you have all the information.
Aquí están poniendo algo que dice, quiero que respondas sobre la
Here they're writing
diferencia
down,
entre
I
ese
want you
producto
to
y el
answer between the
PRP
difference
o
between that
PRF.
product and
O
PRP
PRP,
or PRS.
muy fácil.
Oh,
Entonces, obviamente,
PRP, okay,
esto no
that's
es
very
invasivo,
easy.
¿verdad? Esto
Obviously,
es
this is
algo súper
non-invasive. expensive. This is something which is supernatural. PRP basically is extracting blood. They're doing a treatment, stimulating and reactivating stem cells and re-injecting them. It's a process which is invasive, it's temporary, and it's expensive. And here, look at simply what it is. It's just this, that's all. And not only does it work locally, but also systemically. The greatest difference between any type of treatment of stem cells and this is that normally this is localized, let it be in a knee, in an elbow, in a shoulder, on a shoulder, and it helps that area. Now this instead is going to help you in any problem that you locally have, but at the same time, it helps with everything. It's against aging, it's rejuvenating. It's for your whole health, mental clarity, sleeping, energy, vitality. It's everything. It's systemic. So there's no comparison.
Muy
That
buena
was a great
pregunta.
question. Yeah, very good question.
¿Se puede usar con niños con
Can you
autismo?
use it with children with autism?
Muy
Very,
beneficioso,
very,
señores.
very
Prepárese lo que me
beneficial,
gustaría.
ladies,
Las
gentlemen.
personas que lo
I
hagan,
would
que por favor
love
compartan sus
people who try
testimonios,
this to
como
please share
tenemos
their testimonials
centenas y
from their kids with
centenas y centenas de
autism, like we
testimonios.
have
Me
thousands and
encantaría,
thousands of
por favor.
thousands of testimonials. I would love that.
Mike, me gustaría que contestaras esta
Mike, I
pregunta
would like
porque
you
es
to
una de las
answer
cosas que
these
siempre
questions
dicen.
because it's one of the questions
Esto
that
es,
they always
esto
talk
es
about.
compartir producto. Y hay
This
gente
is
que
about sharing the
siempre
product,
menciona,
and there is
¿cómo
people
gano
who
dinero?
always mention, how do I
¿Vendiendo
earn
producto
money?
o entrando
Selling
personas?
product or
Entonces,
enrolling people?
nosotros hemos,
So we have
tomado el modelo
taken the
de, en vez de
model
vender,
of instead of
referir,
selling,
¿verdad?
we
Simplemente le
refer.
damos a conocer
Okay,
y
we
le
simply
indicamos a las personas dónde comprarlo.
help
Porque
people
si
to get to
Rachel y
know the
Carlos son
pet,
amigos
and then we
míos,
tell them
tienen,
where to
digamos,
purchase it. Because if
o
Carlos and
dos de
Rochelle are
los
my
amigos míos
friends,
tienen niños con
and
necesidades
or one of my
especiales,
friends, for
yo
example, who
me
has a
siento
kid with
de una
special
cierta,
needs,
de una cierta
I
manera,
feel in
sabiendo
a
que le estoy
way.
sacando
How
dinero
do
del
I
bolsillo
feel
de
in a way
ellos,
if I know that I'm taking
ganándole
money
dinero? O sea, yo
from
no
their
compro
pocket just to earn money, right?
de 80 y
I
pico a
purchase
$100,
from
¿verdad?
$80
Y lo
to
puedo vender a
$100, right? And I
150
can sell it
y
at
ganar dinero,
150
pero yo
and I can
prefiero
earn money. But
indicarle a
I
ellos dónde yo lo
prefer
compré
to show
y que
them
la
where I
compañía
bought them
me
and for the
pague a mí una
company to
comisión,
pay me a commission,
permitiendo que ellos lo compren al
allowing
mismo
them to
precio que yo.
purchase it at the same
Así
price as me.
nosotros lo hacemos.
That is
Y
how we work the
duplicando
business.
eso
And
es que generamos la
duplicating
cantidad
this
de
is how we
ingresos que estamos
generate the
generando.
amount of
Si el
income that
producto
we're
funciona,
generating.
señores,
If the
a las
product
personas no hay
works,
que
ladies and
pagarle para
gentlemen, we
hablar
don't have
y
to pay people
compartir.
to
Hay
talk
que,
and to
hay que
share.
pagarle para
We
que se
have to
callen la
pay
boca.
them
Y por
to
eso esta compañía
stop
en 4
sharing.
años de
And that is
20
why this
millones
company in
a
4 years from
600
20
millones de dólares
million, they
anual.
passed to
Todo por el
$600 million a year.
X39,
All
la
thanks to
reactivación los
X39,
genes
the
y los testimonios que
reactivation of
estamos
stem
viviendo.
cells, and the testimonials that we are living.
Buena
Ok.
pregunta.
That was a good
Pero sí
question.
puede vender. Si quiere vender, sí
Yes, you
puede.
can sell. If you want to sell,
Pero
you can
no es la
sell.
manera que nosotros
But
estamos
it is not
generando el
the way
ingreso que
that we
estamos
are
vendiendo.
generating the
No te
income that
permiten
we are
vender en
selling.
eBay, Amazon,
They
ni
don't
nada de
allow
eso.
you to
Buena
sell in
pregunta, buena
eBay,
pregunta.
Amazon, or
Para las
anything like that.
personas que
Good
están
question.
diciendo cómo lo
For the
compro,
people who
cómo
are
entro,
asking, how do
vea
I
a la persona
purchase?
que
How
te
do I
invitó.
enroll?
Toda la
Go with the
gente que
person
yo
who
invité,
invited you.
que yo le
Everybody who
envié,
I invited, who
están
I
o
sent
en
this
un
to,
chat o yo
are
tengo
in a
contacto
chat,
directo por
or
privado
I
con
have
ellos.
direct
Y a ellos yo le
contact
voy a
with
hacer
them
follow-up
privately.
terminando mi llamada.
And
¿Qué
they
te
are the ones that
pareció?
I'm going to
Entra a
talk
este
to
mi
after the
enlace,
call. What
vamos
did
y
you think
empezamos mañana.
about this?
Y
This is
así
my
cada
link. Let's
líder hará
start
lo
tomorrow.
mismo.
And
¿Ok?
that way,
Entonces,
each leader
a
is
ti te
going
va a
to do the same
contactar o tú
thing.
contactas a la
So
persona que
you're
te envió
going
el
to be
enlace
contacted, or
de esta
you
llamada y así
contact
de
the
esa
person
manera
who
ya
gave
hoy
you the
mismo.
link for
No
this
pierdas
call, and
tiempo.
that way, do
Hoy
it today.
mismo.
Don't
Cada
lose time.
minuto cuenta. Literal,
Every
cada
minute
minuto cuenta.
counts,
Entonces,
literally.
ya inmediatamente te envían ese
So
enlace y te
immediately they
inscribes.
send you their
Entonces,
link and you enroll.
Rachel, tú me invitaste.
Okay,
Tú me
so
vas a
Rochelle,
pasar
you
tu enlace
invited
ahora
me. You're
mismo.
going to
Cuando
give me your
lo
link
tengo,
right
me
now.
dice, yo no soy un robot, no soy
And
un robot.
when
Y ahí abre
I
los 3
click on I'm
paquetes.
not a
Decido el
robot, I'm
paquete
going
que
to see the
quiero,
3
me
packs. I
registro,
decide which pack I
inmediatamente
want.
la
I
compañía
register, and
me
immediately the
genera
company
mi
is
enlace
going to
para
generate
que si hoy
my
mismo
link.
yo quiero
So that
compartirlo con
if
mi
today
hermano
I want
para
to
que él
share
lo
this
compre,
with my
él va a
brother for
utilizar
him
mi
to
enlace,
purchase, he's going to use
no el
my
de
link
Rachel.
and not
Así mismo.
Rochelle's link. That's
Me
how it
encanta
works.
contestar esta pregunta,
I
de
love
verdad
to
me
answer this
encanta,
question. I
me
love it.
encanta, me vuelve
I
loco
truly, truly love it.
cuando
It
la
drives me
gente a veces está
crazy
diciendo,
when somebody
Mike,
asks.
tú sabes, te voy a dejar a ti porque yo soy
And
bien
Mike, I'm going to
específico.
Sí,
let
a ver
you
qué dice
answer
Mike.
because I'm very
A
aggressive.
ver qué dice,
Yeah,
qué
okay,
dice
let's see what
Mike. Vamos a
Mike
ir,
says.
esta
I
es
would
la
like to
tuya.
know what he says, and afterwards you
Que
can
si esto
answer.
es un pirámide.
If this is a
Una pirámide.
pyramid scheme,
¿Qué pasa?
okay, what
Legalmente, la
happens?
palabra o el
Legally,
modelo
the
pirámide
word
son
or the model
ilegales.
of
Quiero
pyramid
primeramente
is
educarlo de
illegal.
esa
That
manera.
is the first way I want to
Las
educate you.
pirámides son un modelo
The
donde no
pyramids
existe
are a
producto,
model in which there
simplemente
is
todo el
no
mundo está
product which
invirtiendo
exists,
dinero y
and
yo pongo
simply
aquí
people are
$5, yo pongo
investing
$5, yo
money, and
pongo
I
500
put five
y
model
es
five
un
$50 and
fraude.
another person 20 and
Eso es
another
múltiple,
500, and
¿ok?
that is
Es
fraud.
algo muy
This is
diferente, es algo
multi-level.
legal
Okay, this is very
y es
different.
algo que
This
ha
is something
existido por
legal,
sobre 100
and this is
años.
something which
Ahí
has
es una
existed over
industria que ha
100
generado
years.
más
It is
millonarios
an
que
industry that
cualquier
has
otra industria
generated
en la
most
historia del
millionaires than
planeta
any other
Tierra.
industry in
Hoy
the story of
estamos
planet Earth.
presentándoles a ustedes
Today,
un
we are
multibusiness.
presenting a
Pirámide,
multi-level
no.
business to you, not a pyramid. Pyramid is all
mi
the
esposa quiere decir
corporation.
que las
Yes, my
pirámides
wife wants to
peores
say that the
son
worst pyramids that exist are
donde uno trabaja,
the
que el
corporations that we
dueño
work in, that
nunca va a
the
ganar menos que
owner
el
is
CEO.
never
El
going to
CEO
earn
nunca
less
va
than
a
the
ganar
CEO, and the
menos
CEO is never
que
going
el
to earn
manager. El
less than the
manager nunca va a
manager.
ganar,
The
y por ahí
manager
es
will
una
never
pirámide bien
earn
mala,
less than
pero
the, and that's
quise
why it's
ser
a pyramid and not
exacto
a good one.
con los
So,
detalles.
yes, exactly. Those are the
Así es.
details.
Yo lo contesto igualito.
I
¿Entiendes? En la
reply
compañía en
in
cual
the
tú estás
same
trabajando es
way.
una
The
pirámide.
company that
El
you're
nunca vas a
working
llegar
in,
arriba.
that's a pyramid
Nunca vas a
because
ganar
you're
más que el
never
jefe
going
tuyo.
to earn
¿Entiendes?
more than your
Aquí
boss. You understand?
yo traigo
So
Mike y Mike
here I
corre con
can
esto y
bring
puede
Mike
ganar
in, and
mucho
if
más
he
dinero
starts
que la
running with
persona que
this,
lo
he can
trajo.
earn much more money than the
Porque tú
person who
también
brought
estás en
him
una
in.
pirámide. Eso sí.
Absolutely. So
No,
how
por eso
can
es que
that
tu
be a
maíz
pyramid?
Mike, es para
Yes. So just
educarnos.
like Mike said,
Ok.
this is to
Amor,
educate
ya te hice
ourselves.
host. Yo tengo una
Darling,
clase
I
ahora
made
mismo
you
que tengo que
host. I
dar.
have a
Los dejo
class
aquí
right
con
now
Mike
that
y
I
mi
need to
esposo.
give.
Sigan
I'm going
porque
to
yo
leave you
sé que
here with
contestar
Mike and my
preguntas
husband and
es
go
importante.
on because
Y
I
espero que
know that
ustedes sigan.
Q&A
Alguien dijo
is
ahí, y
important.
ahora
Any
voy con
questions
Michelle,
that
que
you
es
have?
ella, pero que ustedes
Somebody
vayan
said
contestando.
something and I will leave with
Hablar
this, but somebody
de
asked
todos los
if you could
síntomas que puede
talk about
causar.
all the
Como
symptoms
no es
that can
transdérmico
cause
ninguno,
this,
pero
since
hay
it's
algo
not
que hay gente
transdermic,
que le dicen
but
detox.
there is
¿Cómo tú
something
presentas esto,
called
Mike?
detox. How do you
Bueno,
introduce
no
this,
entendí
Mike?
la pregunta.
Como cuando
Sorry, I
empiezas a
didn't
usarlo, hay
understand the
personas que le
question.
dan dolores de
When you start using it,
cabeza,
there are
como ese
people that
proceso
might have
de
headaches, this
autocuración.
process of
Sí, es el proceso
self-healing.
curativo. El
Yes, the
porcentaje
healing
es
process, the
mínimo.
percentage is minimum.
Las personas que pasan por el
The
proceso
people who
curativo
go
es un
through the
porcentaje mínimo.
process is
Y
a minimum.
usualmente son personas
And
que se
normally they are
exponen a
people who
muchas
are
toxinas, o
exposed to
sea,
a lot of
personas que
toxins. So
trabajan en los
people
salones
who are
el día
working
entero con los
in
spray, las
hair
uñas,
salons a whole day with
ingiriendo
the
todas esas
spray,
esos
the
químicos. Esa
nail
persona
products, all those chemical
tienden
products, that
a
person
pasar a
those
veces
people, sorry, have a
el proceso
tendency
curativo, donde
of
sí, le da un
going
poco
through
de
a
incomatible,
healing
dolor de
process, a
cabeza, no se
disintoxication, a
sienten
bit
muy
of a
bien, un
headache.
poco
They don't feel too
decaídos,
well.
pero
They
lo
feel
que
a
se
bit
sugiere es que tome bastante agua
low. But what is
y
suggested
lo
is for
pasan
them to
rápido.
drink quite a lot of water and it
También
will go
si le
by
pueden
fast.
agregar
And also, if you can add
electrolitos, ¿verdad? Para
electrolytes to
ayudar
that
a
to
que
help
elimines esas
to
toxinas rápido del
eliminate
cuerpo,
those toxins
pero
quickly
sí
from the
se
body.
sugiere que
But
pases
it
ese
is
tiempo
suggested
porque
for you
los
to spend that
beneficios
disintoxication
sobrepasan
time because the benefits are definitely way
tú sabes,
higher
el sentirse mal.
than the feeling bad.
¿Otra pregunta?
And any
Veo
other
personas con
questions?
las manos
I
para
see people with their hands
no sé
raised.
si
Ok. Vamos a ir rapidito porque
Okay, let's
vamos
go quickly
a 3 preguntas
because
nada
we
más.
have 3 more
Te voy a abrir
questions.
aquí el micrófono bien rápido.
I'm going to open up the mic really quickly. You have 1 minute to share the question. Patricia Alvarez, quickly.
Hola, buenas noches a todos, ¿cómo está? Es
Hi, good
primera vez que
evening,
estoy aquí
everybody.
en el Zoom, me invitó
How are
Tatiana.
you all doing?
Tengo un
I
caso que vi
am in the
ahorita
Zoom
hace un
meeting
momento,
right
un
now,
caso un poco
and
particular.
somebody
Mi
wrote
hija
me a
tiene
message, a
lupus.
very
En
particular
estos
case,
momentos
because my
ella,
daughter has
quiero preguntar
lupus,
a
and right
Tatiana si
now
ella
I was asking
puede
Tatiana
utilizar el
if
patch,
she can use the
puesto que
patch
ella
because
ahorita no tiene
she
sistema
right now
inmune
doesn't
porque
have
está
an
todavía en
immune
el
system at
tratamiento y el
all because
lupus
she's
está
still with the
activo,
lupus treatment and
está,
the lupus is
digamos que
active.
estable.
Let's say that
Estuvo
it's
pues
stable.
hace poco
She, a little
en
while
cuidados
ago,
intensivos
she
2
was in
semanas.
intensive care in Spain.
Ahorita está en la Florida
Right now, she's
desde
in
el mes de
Florida
octubre.
since
Está
the
en
month of
tratamiento con el
October.
nefrólogo,
She's been going
pero
to treatment
yo
with a
no puedo
nephrologist,
darle nada. Me han propuesto varias
but
cosas, darle
I
esto,
don't
lo otro,
dare to give her
pero no
any
lo hago
kind of
por miedo
treatment.
de
And
qué
I've been
va a
offered different
pasar.
treatments, but I'm
Entonces
afraid of what
ella,
can
lo que me
happen.
dice lo que dice el nefrólogo es que
So
en
what the
este momento
nephrologist said,
no
that at
puede
this
utilizar
moment,
nada que vaya a
she cannot use
aumentar
anything
y
that
sea
can
para
increase
beneficio del sistema
and
inmune.
be
No puede,
beneficial
porque
to the
ella está
immune
tomando de
system.
hecho
She
un
can't
medicamento para
because she's
inhibir
taking a
el sistema
medication to inhibit
inmunológico
the immune system
porque no tiene sistema inmune, porque tiene el lupus
because she doesn't
activo
have an
todavía.
immune system because her
Entonces no
lupus
sé
is
qué
still
hacer, si
active.
comprar o no
So
comprarlo.
I
Esa es
don't know what to do. Should
la
I
pregunta y el
purchase or
dilema
not?
que
That is the
tengo ahora,
question and the dilemma
escuchándolos a
that
todos
I have right
ustedes.
now when I'm
Mira,
hearing you talk.
honestamente, ahora mismo iba a tomar el
Okay,
teléfono para llamar a
honestly, I
la
was
última
about to
persona que me
grab
dio
the
el
phone to
testimonio
call
de
the last
lupus.
person who gave me
Lupus,
a
yo no
lupus
sabía lo que era
testimonial.
lupus
Lupus, I
antes de
didn't know what
comenzar
that
a
was
utilizar y
before
compartir esos
I started
patches.
to
Y lo
use and sharing
conozco
the patches.
porque ya
And I
son
know what it
centenas
is
de
because it's been
testimonios que
hundreds of
considero, te
testimonials already.
aconsejo que cuando
I can
termines aquí,
recommend
entres a
that when you
YouTube,
finish here, you
busque
can go to YouTube, you
X39
can search for
Lupus Testimony.
X39
Son
lupus testimony.
tantos,
There
son
are
tantos.
so
Obviamente,
many
no
testimonies.
estoy representando
obviously, I'm representing the product. I am promoting, so it's easy for me to say just yes, yes. But
vas y haces tu
I can
propia
tell you that if you do
investigación,
your own
puedo
investigation
llamar a
on the
personas,
topic, I can
pero no
call
sé qué
people,
tanta
but I
confianza
don't know
tener,
how
pero te digo que
much
si fuera
you
mi,
can
mi
trust on
familiar,
who
mi
I
hijo,
call.
mi
But if it
hija,
was my family member,
no,
my son,
no
my
hay un
daughter,
doctor en el
there
planeta
is
Tierra
no
que me pueda
doctor in
convencer
planet
a mí
Earth that can
que no le
convince
ponga
me
este producto.
that I don't use this patch on her.
Gracias, Patricia. Y
Mira,
Thank you,
gracias
escuchar tu
Patricia.
testimonio después.
I loved
Por
hearing
favor,
your testimony.
regresa
I
ahí,
would love hearing
¿ok?
your
Si
testimonial
te
afterwards,
conociera,
okay?
te los
Please come back.
regalo
If I
para
knew
que,
you,
para
I
solamente
would
por tu
share them
testimonio.
with you just because of your
Luis
testimonial.
Moncada, por favor, rapidito.
Luis Moncada, please, fast.
Luis, ¿cómo está? Mucho gusto.
Luis, how are you? It's a pleasure. Hi. Hi, good evening. How
Muy
are
bien,
you all
bienvenido,
doing?
hermano.
We're doing great, brother. How are you? One question. The person that might have obesity and thyroid issues, do the patches help? Could they help with the thyroid and
De nuevo, no
obesity
podemos decir que
issues?
esto cura, sana nada, pero
We
sí te
can't
puedo
say that this
compartir
cures or heals
testimonios.
anything, but what I
Mira,
can do
una
is share
cosa que yo
testimonials,
aprendí
okay?
de la
One
tiroides
thing
es
that
que
I
cuando una
learned
persona está
from thyroids is
en
that when one
medicamento,
person is taking
nunca
medication,
retroceden
they
en los
should,
medicamentos,
they
siempre,
never
siempre siguen
go
aumentando.
back in their
Tenemos
drug consumption.
docenas y
Drugs
docenas de
always
personas
increase.
que nosotros
We have
conocemos en nuestros grupos que por
dozens and
primera
dozens of
vez los
people that we know
doctores
from
me
our
han
own
dicho,
groups that for the
nunca
first time
he
the doctors
tenido
have
que
said to them,
quitarle el medicamento a
never
alguien.
have
¿Qué tú estás
I
haciendo? Así
told
que
someone to
los
stop
testimonios con
taking
la
the medication.
tiroides,
What are you doing?
yo busco
So the
personas con esto porque
testimonials
yo sé
with
los
thyroids, I
resultados que
search
estamos
for
viendo.
people
Así
with this
que
because I know
tenemos
about the
testimonios
amazing
bastantes.
results that we're
Aquí
seeing. So
tenemos
we
a
have a
una
lot of
persona
testimonials.
que
Mike,
con
we
ese
have a
mismo
person
caso
here with that same
que
case
el doctor se volvió loco porque
that the
ya
doctor
paró las
went crazy
medicinas, se las
because
quitó,
that person
su
stopped
vida
taking the
entera estaba en
medications. The
medicina,
doctor
que él
told
entró
this
en el
person had
negocio.
been using medication
El
for
doctor,
his
El
whole
doctor
life,
entró en el
and the
negocio
doctor was
porque
so amazed that the
nunca en
doctor
su vida
enrolled in
vio
the business
esto.
because never in his
Imagínate,
life
pacientes
had
su vida
he
entera
seen this.
dándole
Imagine a
medicina de
patient
tiroides,
who had
medicina de
been
tiroides.
taking thyroid
Y tenemos,
medication for
tenemos
his
el
whole
video,
life
ella es una de
and
las
more
líderes de
thyroid
nosotros,
medication. And we have the video.
amiga
She is
personal de
one
mi
of our
esposa y mía,
leaders, personal friend of
¿entiendes?
my
Y
wife
ella fue
and
al doctor y
myself.
la primera vez que ella paró eso lloraba de la emoción porque su vida entera era
And she
tomando
was crying the
medicina
first
para
time. She was
tiroides
so
y hoy en
excited
día
because her
ya no
whole
la
life
está
she was
tomando.
taking medication for
Wow.
thyroids and she's not
sí,
taking it anymore.
yo sé que suena demasiado bueno para ser real, pero de nuevo
I
lo
know it
decimos, hoy
sounds
ustedes no
too
tienen nada que
real,
perder.
too
Dinero
incredible to be
garantizado de
real,
vuelta, no de
but I can say
nosotros, por
there is
medio de
nothing
nosotros,
to
sino de la
lose.
compañía,
Money
señores. Así que
back if it
no
doesn't work.
pierdan tiempo.
Not from us, but
Ok,
from
un
the
aplauso
company,
ahí
ladies and gentlemen.
para la
So
gente
don't
de
lose your time.
Claro.
Okay,
Zoom
one
User.
more mic so we can close and let you go. Zoom user,
Zoom User, que tiene la mano levantada.
Zoom user, you have your hand raised.
Zoom user.
Zoom user,
Vamos a decirle a ellos, ask to unmute.
Ahí
let's
tiene.
see, can you ask to
Ok.
unmute?
No sabemos cuál es su nombre.
Okay, we don't know what your
porque
name
parece-
is, but oh, there she is. There it
¿Sí?
goes. Okay, ready.
Adelante.
Please go ahead.
Sí, usted que siguió el micrófono, Zoom
Yes,
User.
you who
Usuario de
took
Zoom.
the silence off your
La
meeting.
rubia que tiene la mano así.
The blonde with the hands on her chin.
All right.
Ok, no. Entonces.
All right,
All
no
right. Una más,
question.
María García.
Okay, one more, Maria
¿cómo estás?
Garcia.
Bienvenida.
Maria, how are you? Welcome.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Saludos a
Hi,
todos.
how are you doing?
Ah,
Hi, everyone.
Yo tengo un prospecto, pero
I
ella
have a
tiene
prospect,
stents en el
but
corazón del
she
seguro
has
aquí.
heart
A
stents,
ella quería saber si es
and
seguro
she
para
would
ella
like to know
y
if
su
it's
esposo usar
safe
esto.
for her and her husband
Sí,
to use this.
absolutamente no tiene problema con
Yes,
los stents.
absolutely no issue with stents at all.
Lo que estamos viendo es que
What we are
está
seeing
reduciendo la
is that it's
grasa y cosas así que es
reducing the
beneficioso para los
fat,
stents, porque
which
usualmente
is
los stents
beneficial
con
for
el tiempo
stents
tienen
because
que ir
normally
y
stents
limpiar
with
o lo que
time you have
sea
to go
para
and clean
sacar
them and
ahí
so on to
toda la
take
grasa que se va
away
acumulando.
all the
Pero
fat
mira, de
that
nuevo,
is
es
collected
beneficioso
there.
para
So
todo,
again,
así
this is
que cuando se
beneficial
trata del
for
producto,
everything. So when we
solamente dos
talk about the
casos
product,
dijimos que
there's only
no.
2 cases
Personas
that we had to say no
durante
to.
quimioterapia,
People who are
personas con
in
trasplantes. Todo lo demás,
active
señores,
chemotherapy and people with
corran.
an organ
Si
transplant.
andan
For
buscando
everything else,
soluciones,
run for it. If you're searching
busquen
for a
el link,
solution,
el enlace,
search for
hagan
the
su pedido
link,
y compartan con nosotros, por
place your
favor,
order, and share with us,
durante
please,
los eventos de
during
testimonios,
the
su testimonio.
testimonial events, your testimonial.
De nada.
Okay,
Usted,
thank
mire,
you.
lo fácil de
You're
esto es
welcome.
no
Look,
te
the easiest
preocupes
part
si
about
funciona
this
en
is
esto, en
don't
esto o no.
worry about if it works
Nada
or
más que te
not
tienes que
on this,
preocupar de
this,
las
or
dos
that.
maneras en
You just have
donde
to
nos
worry of which are the
recomiendan
2
que lo
ways that
hagan.
they
Y Mike te
recommend
puede
us
decir
to
que
do
hay
it. And Mike
muchos
can tell
casos
you
de
that there
personas
are many
que están
cases
en
of
trasplante de
people who
órganos
are with
y lo
organ
siguen usando
transplants
porque,
and
porque siguen
continue using it
monitoreando sus
because they continue
niveles y esas cosas
monitoring
porque
their
saben
levels
lo
and
que
so
so on, because they know what the product does.
So, si nada más que tú te recuerdas de
So
esas dos
if you
personas,
just
el resto
remember
funciona.
those two people, the
El
rest
resto,
works.
no te tienes que Ay,
You
sí, con
don't
eso,
have
si
to,
el
oh, but
corazón,
what
si
about if
tiroides,
this, if the
sí.
heart, if the thyroids?
Pregunta para
Yes,
todo eso,
yes.
pues
Plus,
sí,
the
hermana
answer to all of
Yadira,
those questions
como
is
dijo
yes.
Mike, va a
It
trabajar,
is
el
amazing.
cuerpo
Like Mike
sabe lo
said,
que
it's going to
necesita.
work. The
La
body
persona que
knows where
tenemos
it needs to
el
go,
testimonio
where
de
it has to
tiroides,
work. The
primero
person that
fue
we
al
had the testimonial
corazón
for the
y después
thyroids,
fue la
first the
tiroides.
stem cells went to the heart,
Yo no sé qué
and
dicen eso.
afterwards
Yo
to
no
the
soy
thyroids.
médico,
I don't know
pero
what the stem cells
las
are going to
células
do.
madres
I'm not a
saben lo que
doctor,
tienen que
but the
hacer.
stem cells
Mike,
definitely know what they have to do.
yeah, we're ready, my bro.
Mike,
Thank
we're
you
ready, my
so much,
bro.
mi mano.
Thank you so
Gracias,
much,
gracias,
brother.
gracias.
Thank you, thank
Yo
you,
sé que
thank
hoy
you. I
bendeciste
know
a
that today
muchas,
you blessed
muchas, muchas
many, many,
personas.
many
Hay
people
personas
and
que su
families.
vida va a ser
There are people whose
transformada
lives are
en
going to be
muchas maneras
transformed
por lo que
in many
pasó aquí hoy,
ways
mi
due
bro.
to what
Gracias,
happened today,
gracias,
my
gracias,
brother. Thank you,
gracias.
thank you.
Gracias a
It
ti
has
por
been a
tu
pleasure.
lideranza, Rachel,
Thank you
a
for
todos
your
ustedes y
leadership,
para las
Rochelle,
personas
to
que
all
hoy
of you,
están aquí.
and for
No,
the people who are new
señores,
here
esto lo hacemos
today. Ladies,
constantemente.
gentlemen,
Estamos siempre
these
unidos con
meetings
nuestro
are
grupo,
organized constantly.
dándole
We're
toda la
always
información que
united to our
necesitan, el
groups, giving them
entrenamiento.
all the
El
information
entrenamiento
that
es
they
fácil,
need. The
es
trainings, the
ayudarlo
trainings are
a,
easy.
a
It's just
aprender cómo
helping
invitar a
to
personas
learn how
para que
to
vengan a
invite
escuchar.
people
Así
to
que
come listen.
esto no se
So
necesita
this is
ser
something that you
bien
don't need
estudiado. Yo
to
soy una
be
persona particularmente
a
que ni
super
siquiera un
academic
diploma de
person.
high school
Personally,
tengo
I don't even have a
y
high
he
school
podido
diploma, and
lograr
I
el éxito
have
que
been
tenemos.
able
¿Por
to
qué?
reach the
El
success
producto
that we have.
funciona.
Why?
El trabajo de
First of all, because
nosotros
the product
es
works,
compartirlo y el producto se
and
va a
our
probar
job
por
is
sí
to share
mismo.
it.
Así
And
que
the
nada, mi
product will
gente,
prove
de
itself.
nuevo,
So,
felicidades
my
a todos
people,
ustedes.
congratulations
No
again to
pierdan
all of you for
tiempo, por
being here.
favor.
Don't lose your
Pidan el
time,
enlace,
please. Ask for
asociéense
that
al
link,
grupo de nosotros, pregúntenle
associate
a ellos
to our
cómo llegar
group,
al grupo. No
ask
sé si
them
tú
how
puedes
to
poner
reach
un
our
enlace
group. I don't
ahí
know if you
para
can
ellos entrar
include
a
a
tu
link
grupo
there so
y
they
saber estar
can
al día con el próximo
enroll in your
entrenamiento, con el
group
próximo.
Todas las
and be up to
personas
date with the
que lo
next trainings and
invitaron,
everything
todos
that's
ellos
going on.
tienen su
All the
enlace
people who
para yo
invited
conseguir a
them,
las
they all
personas
have their
nuevas
own
que han
links.
entrado
That
a mi
way we don't
negocio.
confuse
Cada
any people
persona
who
que está
didn't
aquí,
enroll into the business. So
ellos
each
vienen
new
todos,
person
la
who is
mayoría
here,
siguen.
who was
Ya
invited,
entren
when
acá,
they
como Mike
enroll,
dijo, nosotros
they
tenemos
can come here.
entrenamiento
Like
de
Mike said,
lunes a
we have
jueves,
trainings from
tenemos una
Mondays to
comunidad incluso al
Thursday. We
momento que
have a
entren,
whole community.
cuando
So in
mi
the
esposa y yo
moment that you
entramos y
enroll,
Jay
when my
entramos
wife
los
and
tres
I
el mismo
enrolled,
día,
and Jay, we
en
all
3 días
enrolled the same day.
nos caímos
In
a ver todos
3
los videos y
days,
sabíamos
we
el
watched
producto,
all the
sabíamos cómo
videos and we
funciona
knew
todo.
everything about the
Es muy
product
fácil,
and everything
realmente,
about how it
porque nada
works.
más que hay
It's
un
really
producto.
easy because it's
Bueno,
only one
hay otros,
product.
pero te
Well,
enfocas
okay,
en
there
uno
are
nomás.
others, but you just focus on
Este es el
one.
producto estrella.
This
Bueno,
is
chicos,
the star
gracias
product.
a todos
Okay,
ustedes.
guys, well,
Espero que
thank you
muchas
all
personas
so
ya
much. I
tomaron
hope that
acción,
many
van a
people
tomar
already
acción.
took action,
No
are
esperen
going to
para hacer
take
algo
action.
que puedan
Don't
hacer hoy,
wait to do
mañana y
something that
pasado,
you can
porque
do
algo
today,
va a pasar.
tomorrow, or the day
Algo
after
va a pasar
tomorrow,
y se va a
because
hacer
something will
remedio porque
happen
va,
and
no va a pasar.
something is
Miren,
going to
hoy
happen. It's
teníamos
going
que
to get in the
decidir o
way.
decidir
Look,
empezar a
if
correr
you
con
are
esto,
decided today to
tiempo
start
perdido,
running
es
with this,
dinero perdido
that's
y
fine. But
vidas
if
que
not,
no han sido
it's
tocadas
time
todavía
wasted,
a través
money wasted,
de
and
este
lives
cáncer.
that have
So,
not
vamos
been
a tomar
touched yet
acción hoy,
via this
contacten a la
patch. So let's
persona que
take
los
action
invitó
now.
y nos
Share it
vemos
with the
mañana
person
en
who
el
invited
entrenamiento.
you,
Que Dios nos los
and we'll see you
bendiga a
tomorrow on your
todos
training.
y
God
vamos a
bless you
darle
all,
súper,
and
súper
let's
duro.
start
Gracias a
Buenas
todos.
working
noches.
super hard.
Hasta luego.
Thank you. Have a good
Bendiciones. Gracias,
evening.
Carlos.
Blessings. Thank you, Carlos.